Hello everyone and welcome back to Repeat the Owen run as I desperately try to catch up so that I can just be like, alright, now we're gonna go do this stuff once we get to like day 9, I think. I don't remember. But I was going to I was going to just, in case, you know, this isn't where we left off in the last episode, it's because I was going to get us to a point where something was different, but I instead got to a point something's kind of interesting to me. So on the last one, we blew Owen. And now, the thing that I noticed here is that kill some time until the 13th. The 13th, I don't know what happens on the 13th. I don't believe I've actually gotten to day 13. I believe we got to day 10. So is day 13 the last day? Like, that would be, I don't want this game to end, like, but I also want to know what happens. So it's like, oh shit, what do I do? So I just thought that was interesting, but let us continue. Again, for those who haven't seen the other ones, I was originally doing the Sissel run, kind of impromptu, so some things weren't quite as they should have been. I'm kind of supercutting this one because I don't want to just show the same old shit over and over again, so let's get it, let's just go. Hey, it's Owen! Yay, it's Owen. Yay. I fucking hate this thing. Everyone hates this thing. Literally, everyone in my comments is just terrified of this. People saying they've seen it in real life. It's like, Jesus Christ, this thing is fucking crime and Nitley. Fuck that. Fuck that. The Daily Muse. I do appreciate that. I do like that. In case you're wondering, I can read this fast. I'm not just skipping over it just because I've seen it before. I actually can read this fast. Talk to Owen. Owen, are you alright? Owen blinked, somewhat still in a still somewhat in a daze. Yeah, I'm fine. Just a little surprised, I guess. People around the room were starting to murmur and gossip amongst themselves. A spark of irritation bubbled in my chest. Owen, let's go for a walk. You look like you need some fresh air. Owen's eyes stared off into the distance, looking past me. Sure. Yeesh. I dragged Owen outside and away from all the chatter and judging eyes. He's just stumbled along blindly behind me, still stunned from earlier. Owen, about earlier, Philip was just plain harsh. He didn't deserve that kind of ridicule. Nah, he was just being honest. It's not like he's wrong. I have been a pain. I just never realized how much I was bothering him. It's been a while since someone tried to set me right. It feels strange. Back there, you looked like someone stabbed you with a butter knife. Are you sure you're all right after that? Owen heaved a long sigh and hung his head. I'm not all right, but I will be. Either way, I still need to apologize to Philip. I've been making life pretty difficult for him. Yeah, I ruined another perfectly good friendship, didn't I? First Sissel, now Philip. Just awful, aren't I? At those words, I felt my heart wrench against my chest. No, Owen, you're fine. You've been so friendly and optimistic to everyone. I've had fun spending time with you, and I'm sure Philip and Sissel secretly did too. They're just too stubborn to admit it. I'm sure Philip didn't really mean what he said. He's just been stressed and happy this past day. You think so? You think there's still a chance he doesn't hate me? Of course. Philip's a reasonable guy, and you're like a smiling ball of sunshine. There's only a 40% chance he still hates your guts? I mean, like, in a good way. Shit, I messed up. You're such a dork, John. Thanks for trying to make me feel better. That feels nice to have someone backing me up. Seriously, thanks, John. I don't know how long I'd keep moping without you. You don't need to thank me. I'm just glad you're not down in the dumps after all this. I still have to patch things up between me and Philip, though. Could you maybe do me a favor and let me know when he's cooled down a bit? I want to at least let him know that I'm sorry. Of course, I'll check on him later and let you know. Thanks, John. You're a real bro. Owen pulled me into a tight, warm hug. With my face pressed against his chest, I could feel his heart beating rapidly. Despite that grinning face, he's still pretty torn up inside. I hope that I can get things to work between them again. It's probably best we head back inside, huh? We did basically skip class. Good point. Why don't you head back inside first? I'll go around and make sure Philip's alright, too. Sounds good. I'll see you around. I'll add a long sigh. Things just keep getting heavier around here. As I turn to start my search, Owen calls out from behind me. John! Yeah? I know this isn't much in terms of thanks, but I want you to have this. An origami piece. Owen handed me a small origami paper crane. Oh shit, does that mean I fucked up? Because in the other one I got Philip's thing? Does Sissel have a thing to give? And I just fucked up getting that? Shit. Shit, did I fuck up? Oh, god damn it. I knew I was gonna fuck up. I knew it. Its folds and creases looked perfectly aligned, as if someone had put a lot of time and care into making it. My mom always said these things bring good luck. I figure you should have it. I took the little orange crane and held it in my hands delicately. Did you make this yourself? Who would have thought you'd have such a dainty little hobby? Hey, it's the thought that counts. Thanks, Owen. I'll take good care of it. You better. It's 1,000 years bad luck if you lose it. Or loose it, I think it said. Anyway, I'll see you back in class. Thanks again for earlier, John. Owen was grinning as he left for class. His retreated back looked a lot more optimistic in the morning sun. No. I feel like there's two different songs playing right now. That was weird. And it's the Owen run, so I'm siding with Owen. The heavy silence felt suffocating until I gingerly broke it with a stutter. Philip, I know you mean well, but Owen's right about this. Owen looked up with a surprised, grateful smile. Philip shot me a poisonous glare instead. I gulped audibly before continuing. I mean, shouldn't you leave it up to the school faculty to handle this mess? You literally broke into Mr. Dolores' home and vandalized his property. And you even stole $10,000 just to frame him and throw him in jail? No matter the intention, what you did was just plain hypocritical and wrong. Philip shoots me a wry but knowing smile. No more wrong than all the shit Dolores pulled. Do you know what would have happened if I had left things the way they were? The school faculty would do nothing. Dolores would find a way to kick Sissel out of the academy he fought tooth and nail to get into. And finally, Sissel would be thrown back into the streets to rot. I'll freeze over before I let the system completely fail someone like that again. That's nothing but pessimistic presumptions. Philip scoffed and gritted his teeth. Presumptions? No. I've lived it, and I won't let it happen again. Owen sighed and shook his head tiredly. Nothing I say will change your mind, will it? Doubtful. I see. Owen scratched his head thoughtfully and began to walk away, and Philip stared after him curiously. Where do you think you're going? Well, I guess I'm aiming for a middle ground here. So I'm going to tell Rokoff that I stole the money. What? You can't! What are you playing at? Out of everyone here, I'd probably get into the least trouble. I'm Owen Lorelei. After all, my father practically owns this school, not to mention how my family's huge benefactor with the local police. I'll just call my pops and ask for a few favors. Won't he get angry, though? I'd be surprised if he even replies. But hey, he wouldn't leave me hanging. He's got a family reputation to uphold, after all. You can't let an outcast like me ruin their good name. A hiss crawled from Philip's throat. You're taking the blow for something you didn't do, and Mr. Dolores is getting arrested for a crime he didn't commit. I don't really want to see you arrested either, so all in all, this is the best possible outcome. With a determined nod, Owen turned and made his way towards the office building. It never really occurred to me Owen was the son of a practically aristocratic family until now. His retreating back was held with a sense of esteem almost nightly. Philip groans beside me and buries his face in his hands. I've made quite a mess, haven't I? John, I'm going to fix this. Could you do me a favor and distract Owen for a bit? Don't let him into the office building. I'll do my best, but Philip, stay safe, okay? Not likely. Ugh. Alright, this scene is pretty much playing out as it did before, so I'm gonna go ahead and let it go. Just keep rolling, keep rolling, 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 keep rolling, 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 keep rolling. Rolling, motherfucker, roll. I still think, you know, I was watching this episode back and editing, I was like, why is Mr. Dolores allowed to carry a gun and chase after Philip? Like, that's... that, like, at any time this kind of shit happens normally, the cops would keep Mr. Dolores there. Why am I calling him Mr. Dolores? Keep Dorcas there. They wouldn't be, they wouldn't be letting him run around with a gun. Especially, as soon as he pulls out the gun, he could be detained. Like, you can't just have that shit on school property, you shitting me? I don't believe choosing any of these makes a difference to what happens, so I'm just gonna keep going. Like, when I had to remake the game footage for this episode as it happened before, oh Jesus, I just hoped I picked the right one, and was like, oh god, if I got the wrong one and it changes shit, I can't deal with that shit again. I really am worried at the fact that I didn't get anything, one of those small things, like I got the jade coin from Philip, I got Owen's crane, but I didn't get anything from Sissel on the Sissel run, so I'm like, ah, fuck. I'm probably gonna have to go back on a different file and just be like, just only do Sissel stuff intentionally and try to be like, alright, this is the thing. But fuck, man. I feel really bad about that, I really do. I'm like mad at myself. I'm really mad. Sissel doesn't seem to have anything to like, of course you don't see the jade coin in Philip's thing either, so I don't know. I don't know what would Sissel have given you. I fucked up. Okay, so now I wonder what happened with the pictures. I wonder if the pictures have changed. If they haven't, it'll still be funny to me, but it'd be interesting if like the pictures change. No, there's still Owen with his stuff. Nope, it's the same. It's still. Good lord. Hey, he's supposed to be wearing a life jacket. I just realized that. He's supposed to be wearing a life jacket right there. He's supposed to wear a life. I wonder if that's a little bit of a continuity problem. I was kind of wondering if, like, the people would move around based off of who you've been, whose path you've been on, roughly, but, I guess not. I don't know. I left Philip alone in the last one, so I am rescuing you, Philip. It's too late, John, my sanity's already dead. Red Hot Panda has joined the... Oh, so it is a Red Panda, okay. Hey, my singing isn't that bad. No, it's just the thing, he's got a gorgeous voice. Aw, Philip, that's sweet of you. Too bad he's wasting it singing about trucks, booze, and hot women. Well, hot men in this case, definitely not helping my headache. Alright then, what genre would you like me to hear my gorgeous voice? Any requests? How about something classical, like John Cage's 433? Excellent. Hey, let me look that one up really quick. I stared at their bickering and grinned. Looks like those two are back to their usual selves. I better go to their dorm before Philip strangles Owen, though. Hey, excuse me! What? Looked up the man in a post office uniform jog up to me. Are you a student here? Sorry, but do you know where Owen Loreley lives? It's my first day on the job, and the campus is huge. Oh, Owen lives... Wouldn't have expect anything less rich and over-the-top, though. One of the Loreleys goes here, after all. My words were caught in my throat. The man almost spat as he spoke the name. What was his problem? He was clutching a brick-sized cardboard box bound together with rubber bands. Was that for Owen? Owen lives in the same dorm as me. It's the one towards the north end of campus over here. Hey, you live with that little scamp? Dude, that sucks. Hate to push this onto you, but could you give him his package instead? I don't want to be anywhere near that filthy Loreley. Before I could even respond, the man roughly tosses me the box before driving away in his mail van. Jesus Christ! I could only stare after him, dumbfounded as he drove off out of sight. Asshole! Jesus. I reached into the dorms just in time to hear... John Gage's 433 is just 4 minutes of silence! Are you not capable of that? But I want to sing! Yo, Philip, you still alive? No, my everything hurts and I have a half-dozen country songs stuck in my head. That's horrible! Owen, how could you? Hey, I've been taking care of our little Philip for the entire morning. I deserve a little fun. Philip groans and buries his face in a pillow. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, Philip? I was answered with a pillow-muffled groan. He's been doing a lot better since yesterday. Less vomit and whatnot. His appetite's recovered and he's been sassing me every other minute. It's definitely a sign of recovery, right? And Owen's made nothing but burnt spaghetti. Hey, at least it's edible. Despite Philip's disgruntled tone, I couldn't help but notice the empty plate by his bedside. Burnt or not, Philip still ate all of Owen's cooking, didn't he? For all his complaining, Philip still cares enough not to waste Owen's efforts. I couldn't help but smile softly. It's good to see them get along again. Philip suddenly pressed a hand against his forehead and squeezed his eyes shut. Speaking of food, I'm feeling a bit nauseous again. You need any help there, buddy? Philip shook his head slowly before heading out the door. I can walk back to the bathroom on my own, thanks. Owen and I stare after him with concern. Is he gonna be alright? Philip's a stuffed kid. I wouldn't worry too much. After all, he's got the great Owen Loreley to look after him. Oh, that reminds me. I pulled out the package I got from earlier. Some grumpy mailman guy asked me to give this to you. Ah, delivery for me? As I handed Owen the package, I noticed his face immediately brighten when he sees the sender's name. The package read, from Oleander Loreley. A relative, maybe? Owen hastily opens up the cardboard box and lifted the lid. His smile instantly disappeared when he saw whatever was inside. I tried to take a peek, but he quickly closed the box and set it aside. Thanks for the delivery, John. I hope it wasn't too much trouble for you. It's no problem. What was inside, though? Owen shrugged, his face unreadable past his forced grin. Stuff. Things. Anyway, I better go check up on Philip and see if he's doing okay. I'll be right back. We're gonna snoop. We're gonna snoop. As Owen left the room, my eyes were drawn to the cardboard box laying at his desk. I quickly glanced around to see if he's gone. He's probably get angry if I look through his mail, but my hands were prying open the box before my brain could comprehend my decisions. The box was filled to the brim with letters. Most of them looked really old, some of them even dating back 7 years ago. They were all written by Owen and addressed to Dad. Not a single letter had been opened. I stared wide-eyed as a sticky note stuck to the inside of the cardboard box. It read, "Do not contact me again." This is... I suddenly felt a gentle hand rest on my shoulder as Owen closed the box lid. John, it's rude to look through other people's mail, you know. And it's illegal! I'm so sorry, I got a bit curious and... Owen, are you alright? Are you worried about me? Of course I am! Owen looked taken aback for a moment, then smiled reassuringly. I'm fine, John. This kind of thing has been going on for years. It's nothing new. I'm totally used to it by now. So no worries, okay? It's not healthy to bottle things up like that, Owen. Even if you don't want to tell me, can you at least promise to talk to someone? Owen's face scrunched up with constrained discomfort. John, there are some things that are better left unsaid. But ignoring your problems won't make them go away. Facing them head-on isn't always an option either. I'm glad you're worried about me, but talking about it will just dig up bad memories. So, just leave it be, alright? Are you sure? Owen takes a deep breath and forces a wide grin. Yes, John, I'm sure. Now with that out of the way, let's go make dinner for Philip. I could sure use some help. I'm pretty sure Philip's getting sick of having burnt spaghetti for his last 3 meals. He's changing the subject. I stare at him unconvinced, but decide not to push it. Jesus. Do not contact me again. Christ. As I let Owen drag me into the kitchen, I couldn't help but wonder, how many of those happy-go-lucky smiles are genuine? I'm gonna try it again. I want to live. Oh, Doesn't seem to change anything. Damn it. I thought I want to live was the thing to say. Motherfucker. Yep, nothing changed. I said the exact thing that was said in the comments. Didn't change a thing. I was told that if you type in "I want to live," he responds in shock, but nope. If Shirokoi really is watching this stuff, why does this say Chapter 4, Day 6? None of the other ones do that. Why? Okay. With this one, you're allowed, last time I was like, follow Sissel. Then I'm gonna visit the community center. That's where Owen and Philip apparently work. So let's get to know the city and wander the fuck around. And I pushed myself off my lazy ass and headed out the door. That's just about how it, that's pretty goddamn accurate. Holy shit, I think I know this place. Damn. I feel like I've actually been to this exact place. That's weird. Moving on. I spent a good hour wandering lost around the neighborhood searching for this place. The community center, huh? It's a bit bigger than I expected. As I made my way towards the entrance, I noticed something odd bobbing around the sidewalk. Oh, it's El Birdie! It was an incredibly fat pigeon. Hey! It's the same one from the Mr. Brokov thing that happens later on. Little Borb was waddling around pecking at breadcrumbs that the community center visitors no doubt left for it. What a lazy bird. I wouldn't be surprised if it was too fat to fly. As I walked past it, the pigeon looked up at me expectantly as if it was going to contribute to its food hoard. What, I got nothing for you, buddy. Pigeon gave me an indignant chirp. Motherfucker! Before returning its attention to its crumbs. What a lazy little... Ah, fucking get a job! Fat pigeon ruffled its feathers in the bird equivalent of an eye roll. In hindsight, I should probably take my own advice. With a depressed sigh, I left the bird alone and entered the community center. What the fuck? Get a job! The inside of this place was pretty cozy. Turns out this place offers a lot of services too. There were offices for medical assistants, a food pantry, and even a public ice skating rink at the far end of the hall. I wonder where I should go. Aw, shit. I don't know which one is which. Let's try the ice skating rink. Did I fuck up? Philip was... Damn it! I should have saved before making that choice. Fuck me! Is there a back option? Yeah, there's a back option. Fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck this. Food pantry! I'm not doing this shit again. Food pantry, goddammit. The food pantry looked pretty inviting. There were plenty of people bustling about. Many of them, maybe one of them will know where Owen or Philip works. Wow, that's a pretty prosperous food pantry. Oh, this place is full of people. Workers were running around, organizing boxes and handing out bags of food to the needy. It's like a crazy scurrying assembly line, everyone busy with their own little job. Oh hey, isn't that... Yep, that's Owen. He's carrying an enormous crate of canned food and dodging other workers as he made his way toward the shelves. Oh, hey there, John. Owen, what are you doing here? Did you forget already? I work here every weekend as a volunteer. Like, for extra credit or school or something? No, none of that. I just want to help people out. This might be a big city, but there are still a lot of starving people out there on the streets. Cecil used to be one of them. I just gotta do my part to make sure there's less of that in the world, you know? I grinned and reached up to give Owen a pat on the back. You're doing a good work, Owen. You're doing good work, Owen. I'm proud of you. You really think so? If it wasn't for his bright orange fur, I would have sworn Owen just blushed. Of course, I never really expected a rich guy like you to be so charitable. The world could use more people like you. Speaking of which, do you need any help here? I've got some free time. I don't know. I mean, I'm doing most of the dirty work here. Now that he mentioned it, I noticed Owen was organizing the biggest boxes around. His pile of crates were much larger than anyone else's. In comparison, the other volunteers' piles might as well be grains of sand. I peered up at Owen. His face was strained with sweat and fatigue as he heaved another box of canned food onto the shelves. Why? I jumped. The old oafish manager behind us suddenly gave a gruff shout. Oi, Lorley! You quit slacking off and get back to work! Yes, sir. Oof! Oh shit. The manager chuckled chucked a nearby can at Owen. The metal can bounced off the back of his head with a what the fuck? The blunt thud and splattered open on the floor.
Well, what are you waiting for, Lorley? Clean up your mess.
Yes, sir. What the fuck is that? Bitch! Owen simply shrugs and made his way to the nearby mop. The other volunteers around us snickered and sneered amongst themselves. It's because he's teasing the rich kid. But motherfucker, he's doing a good thing, and he don't even need to be here. But you assholes are trying to make him feel like he's fuck you. They probably just think he's there to make himself look good or something. His dad probably sent him. But motherfucker, really? That and you're wasting food. That should be going to needy motherfuckers, not your dumbass trying to he's the rich kid. Like, hazing the rich kid. Like, fuck you! It happened. I feel sympathy for this guy. Jesus. I heard one of them whisper to the other, filthy Lorelei, before I finally snapped. You there! Wait, you there! Shut the fuck up! You think it's funny? I don't see you being nearly as productive. Quit your staring and get the hell back to work! There was a startled silence in the room before everyone scrambled back to their duties, their heads tucked down and avoiding eye contact. My heart was hammering furiously against my chest as I turned back towards Owen. He blinked at me, completely bewildered. With a sigh, I leaned up to inspect the back of his head. You doing alright there, big guy? Yeah, I'm fine. Sure enough, his head only looked slightly bruised. Still looked painful, though. Need me to grab you an ice pack? No, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt much. If you say so. I grabbed the mop out of his hands and started cleaning up the mess on the floor. Seriously, what is wrong with these people?
I know, right?
Owen awkwardly watched me finish cleaning the floors, not sure what to do. So, as I was saying, do you need any more help with anything? I sighed and grabbed a crate from his pile. The box strains painfully under my grip. How the hell does Owen do this all day? Owen, what the hell was that? How can you just stand there and take people's shit all day? Doesn't it bother you at all? Don't worry about it. I'm totally used to it. There was a loud thud as I slid the box onto a nearby shelf. You know, I'm not sure if that's supposed to be comforting. Seriously, John, don't worry about it. It'd be a miracle to find someone who doesn't hate my family these days. It's not like their hatred isn't justified. My family's aggressive business decisions ruined a lot of lives. But you're not your family. You didn't do anything to these people. Hell, you're volunteering to help. They're just being assholes. You can't deny that I'm rich and thriving thanks to their misfortune, though. Don't worry, John. I've been here fucking shit. Don't worry, John. I'm working here only because I want to. They could at least thank you for your work. Wait. Are you working here to pay penance for your family's decisions? That's fucked up, Owen. I'm here because I chose to be here. Owen raised his voice, but his expression didn't change. I took a step back. His constant smile suddenly felt a bit unsettling. Owen sighed and scratched his head awkwardly. Look, John, my family's took a lot from this city. I just want to do my part to give back in whatever way I can. But, John, just drop it. You don't hate me. That's good enough for now. I drew a resigned breath before reaching out to grab Owen's hand, squeezing it gently. All right, I'll stop bringing this up, but just remember that I'm your friend. If you ever need anything, just tell me and I'll come running. Owen's hand squeezed back as he laughed. For a moment, I swear I saw faint tears streaming down his eyes. Hearing that from you means more than you can imagine. Thanks, John. Jesus criminy. Night was looming over the horizon, but I still had thoughts swimming wildly through my head, like a feeling of dread that just won't go away. Is there something I'm missing? Echo said I would enjoy my summer, but that's a bit hard when everyone around you seems to be hiding something. And just what are they hiding? We'll find out in the next episode. We won't find out shit in the next episode, but we'll continue with the Owen run in the next episode. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I have been the trained unprofessional, speaking for the voices in my head. When I say until next time, fare thee well. Bye, everyone! Oh, God.